What's good, YouTube? Welcome to Sam's Wreckin Yard. I'm back with the 1987 Chevy Chevette Scooter, and it's going to be my wife's. She may or may not drive this to and from work by the end of the year. Should only be a couple weeks before honestly by the end of this week here, I could probably have it up and running pretty good. Runs like a dream. Here, let me go ahead and get it started up for you. Oh, now the turn signal wants to work. There she is in all her glory. That's a little 1.6 liter 4-banger. Big old truck battery powering her. Of course she's going to start. So when we first fired her up a couple days ago, she did burn a little bit of oil. That's since corrected itself, which is nice. Oh, don't have to remove any seals or nothing like that, so that's pretty cool. Right now I'm tearing out the interior. There's supposed to be a passenger seat right here. Tearing out the interior to get her all cleaned up. Sorry I didn't bring you folks all the way along with it, but yeah, it is what it is. There she is. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep plugging away. I'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. Cheers. Alright, I'm back. Seats are back in. I had both seats pulled out. It's not looking too bad. A little bit. Yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and go take this thing for a little rip here and see how she does. It's got a little bit of transmission fluid in it. Changed the oil, which is still black, but it's sat for 10 years, so it is what it is. It's running like a dream. I went ahead and got this fixed here. This was just kind of pushed in. There's a bolt here, 2 bolts underneath, or well, Phillips head screwdriver, Phillips head bolts, screws. Oh my god, I'm tired. And just look up how to remove a headlight switch from really anything pre-88. On the actual mechanism in the back, there's a little button. You extend this all the way, you push that button, you wiggle this, pop, out goes the weasel. This here is the steering wheel that it came with. So there's something wrong with the horn as well as the switch. This doesn't do nothing, so I gotta figure out what the heck that's all about. The rear defrost actually works, which is amazing. This here is another one where you gotta kind of hold it in the back and then you can use it. These here seem to work. All the vents seem to work good. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this steering column. Oh, and something with the horn too. The relay underneath the dash is actually working, but for some reason the horn stays on. Now, as you can see, it's a bit of a jimmy rigged steering wheel on here, so I'm gonna go ahead and see about cleaning that up. Alright, let me get a little bit more tour in and I'll show you guys what it's all about. Alright, well, there's my issue. She's split. So I might be able to salvage these parts off of one of the steering columns from a truck I have, but we'll find that out in a bit. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one for now. Go pull out one of my steering columns and see if I can't get this piece replaced here. Alright, so, but at the very least, I know what the issue is. It's broken. Yeah, really broken. Alright, so I'll come back again when I've figured out a solution of some sort. Alright, cheers. Hey, what's good, YouTube? Sam from Sam's Wreckin Yard here. I'm currently sitting in a 1987 Chevy Chevette Scooter. It's got a little 4-banger in it, 1.6 liter 4-banger. Thing is gutless. Well, this is my wife's car now, and it was a family car. So we went ahead, we got it home, I got it running. Runs like a charm. Definitely not as much power as one would hoped, 70 horsepower or something like that, but it is what it is. So it's got little quirks in it, like the fact that it doesn't have a passenger side mirror. Now that actually was an option. So I went ahead and I got the horn issue fixed. It was going off by itself, just randomly. It does have an aftermarket steering wheel in it, so that actually was the issue. I had to put a little bit of tape over top of one of the prongs there to hold it down, make sure that it wasn't making connections, because that's what was happening. Now you go ahead, take a look. It does have an aftermarket steering wheel in it. It's like a little fake Grant or something like that. It says Vroom over here. I also had to replace the signal switch inside, the actual mechanism inside of the steering column, so I had to pull that apart. Thankfully, pretty much GM pre-87, I don't know when it starts, but pre-87 GMs are basically the same, because I actually stole that from a steering column that I had for my 84. None of the signals nor hazards worked. Thankfully, the left turn signal still works, so I was able to track down which relay it was, just by, turning on the left turn signal and feeling underneath the dash. There's only 3 relays on this thing, so nice and quick and simple and easy for that. One of the other things that I did have to fix as well was the turn signal lights. So I went ahead and went around all the lights, made sure they were all working still, cleaned up the contacts a little bit, put in new bulbs. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, everything worked beautifully. New windshield put in, and a rear view mirror found. I might try to find one of those fancy ones with the temperature light, or the temperature sender, and the compass and the light things, because this interior light here doesn't really work for much. One of the other issues actually is, that headliner. So that's going to get replaced. I don't know if I'm going to bother worrying about it this season or not. That's to be determined. Or for the missing piece for the front bumper, I don't know if you guys can see me still. There we go. Alright, so this thing here, so it is a little bit mangled, but it's actually just missing a cover right here, and that'll cover all that up. I do got to get underneath and get some metal straightened out and whatnot. I mean, it is what it is. I beat the living hell out of my cars too, so have a great day. Peace.